Was Caitlin Clark snubbed, or saved, from Team USA? Maybe Caitlin Clark not making the Olympic team was actually a blessing in disguise, because she came back and dropped one of the best performances of her pro career. She clearly heard all the talk, not just from Diana Taurasi, who famously said, "Reality is coming," but also from the Mercury's own social media, which straight-up dissed Clark by saying they'd prefer their 6-time gold medalist. And when Taurasi said she'd take Paige Buchers over Clark with the #1 pick. Yeah. I'd love to know if she still feels that way, because Caitlin just gave her a reality check. Let's break it down. Right from the opening tip, Aaliyah Boston looked like she was already in mid-season form, crashing the boards and putting Indiana on the board early. Then we saw the magic. Clark feeds Boston in the post, Boston fires a slick bounce pass to Mitchell cutting baseline, boom, smooth reverse layup. The chemistry between Caitlin and Boston is undeniable. Clark patiently hesitates, then threads a ridiculous bounce pass around Brittany Griner's arms. Boston lays it in off the glass. That set the tone. Phoenix tried to answer. Griner knocked down a fadeaway over 2 defenders, but Caitlin wasted no time. Off a screen from Nalissa Smith, she pulls up from NBA range and drills her first triple. When Clark heats up from deep early, it's usually a wrap for the other team. Kalia Copper, fresh off her Olympic run, nailed a jumper from the elbow. She was solid, but she couldn't keep Clark in front of her. Caitlin spun, weaved, got the foul, got the and one. And of course, she cashed the free throw. Next possession, Clark split the defense with a surgical bounce pass to Smith, easy 2. She was running the show. Taurasi did flash her greatness with a smooth layup over Boston, but Indiana's youth and speed were just too much. Clark went coast to coast, took contact from Griner, and still finished the and one. She had 10 points, and we weren't even halfway through the first quarter. Check out her awareness. Sophie Cunningham was face-guarding Clark at half-court. Caitlin backs off, creates a 4-on-3, and after a screen from Boston, Lexi Hull slips behind Taurasi for an easy bucket. That's next-level IQ. Even when Clark took a breather, the fever kept rolling. Kelsey Mitchell caught fire, dropping mid-range jumpers and back-to-back threes. By the end of the quarter, Clark was back, and splashed another deep 3 to help stretch the Fever's lead to 19. She finished the first quarter with 13 points and another mid-range shot at the buzzer. Second quarter. More of the same. Clark started it off with another deep 3, bringing her to 16 points. And just in case you forgot, she leads the league in assists, too. Watch this absolute bullet to Nalissa Smith on the break for an and one. She's not just scoring, she's creating offense for everyone. The Fever were running Phoenix off the court. Mitchell, Smith, Boston, Wheeler, everyone was scoring. Clark was orchestrating all of it like a maestro. Diana tried to stop the bleeding with a few threes, and Natasha Cloud added some fire with a couple of back-to-back triples, but it barely moved the needle. Indiana led 54-37 at halftime, and this might have been their best half of basketball all season. The Fever finally played to Clark's strengths, fast-paced, up-tempo offense with shooters and bigs who can run the floor. Caitlin put up 16 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists by halftime. Boston, Mitchell, and Smith all had double-digit scoring. This was the blueprint. But Caitlin's night wasn't just about stats, it was about composure under pressure. She took a slap to the face from Angel Reese and still finished at the rim. She's been targeted all year, but she keeps pushing forward. And off the court, it hasn't been easy. The expectations, the criticism, the noise on social media, it's been a lot. Clark's admitted that the pressure has been overwhelming at times. I'm trying to navigate moving to a new city, playing in a new league, on top of everything else that's come with it. She's young, in the spotlight, and carrying an entire league's momentum, and she's doing it with grace. Serena Williams even chimed in recently, praising Clark's poise and how she handles hate. Serena knows that pressure. She lived it. If people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do, Serena said. And she's right. Caitlin's story started as a feel-good ride, record-breaking college career, putting women's basketball on the map, but quickly became a lightning rod for discussions about race, privilege, fame, and money. And through it all, Clark stayed focused. She's acknowledged the challenges, especially around mental health, and emphasized the importance of seeking help. Not every day has to be perfect. Don't be afraid to ask for help. She's not just changing the game, she's humanizing it. So if Diana Taurasi and the rest of the league thought reality was coming for Caitlin Clark, they were right. But not in the way they expected. Reality is this: Caitlin Clark might already be the best point guard in the WNBA. And this was just the beginning. Maybe not making Team USA for the Olympics was actually a blessing in disguise for Caitlin Clark. Because when she came back from the break, she put on one of the best performances of her WNBA career. She heard the talk. Diana Taurasi said, "Reality is coming." The Mercury's social media mocked her, saying they'd rather have their six-time gold medalist. Even Taurasi said she'd take Paige Bueckers over Clark if she had the #1 pick. Well, reality showed up, and it came for Phoenix. From the opening tip, Clark was locked in. Aaliyah Boston set the tone early, chasing down a missed shot and scoring Indiana's first points. Then Clark dropped a slick bounce pass to Boston, who dished it to Mitchell for a reverse layup. The Fever's chemistry was on full display, and Caitlin was the catalyst. Then came the deep three. Caitlin hit from NBA range and let Phoenix know this wasn't the same rookie they thought they'd see. Kalia Copper tried to respond, but Clark drove right past her, spun into the lane, and finished through contact. And yes, she nailed the free throw for the and one. Taurasi tried to fight back with a nice spin move for a bucket. But Caitlin wasn't done. She sprinted past Griner, got hit in the face, and still finished another and one play. That's 10 points, barely halfway through the first quarter. Clark's IQ was off the charts. With defenders swarming, she dropped back and created a 4-on-3 advantage, letting her teammates go to work. The result? Easy buckets. Caitlin even took a break on the bench, and the Fever just kept rolling. Kelsey Mitchell hit threes, drove inside, and scored 10 in the first quarter. The Fever led by 19 after 1. Angel Reese might not like, because they envy Caitlin's stardom when walked into the Indiana training camp. Excitement was palpable. Everyone turned to look at her filled with curiosity, and hope people started comparing her to the legendary Larry Bird, highlighting the high expectations and excitement surrounding Caitlin's game. Back in 1979, Larry Bird joined the Boston Celtics right after his college days at Indiana State. Before he arrived, the Celtics had just endured their worst season ever, finishing with a 23-59 record. But Bird's rookie season sparked a dramatic turnaround, with the Celtics achieving a 61-21 record and clinching the Atlantic Division title. This phenomenon became known as the Larry Bird effect. Could Caitlin Clark bring about a similar change for the Fever as Bird did? Celtics last year, the Fever finished with a 13-27 record, and the year before they had the worst record in WNBA at 5-31. The potential for transformation is clear. Just as Bird took the Celtics from their worst season to division champions, Clark has the chance to revitalize the Fever. If she can replicate Bird's impact, she might lead the Fever back to playoff contention, something they haven't seen since Tomakaching's last season in 2016. That's new to me. I think no matter what is going to happen, there's always to be expectations and pressure on my shoulders and pressure on this team to be really good, and that's how you want it. That's exactly, we wouldn't want anything else. The excitement was palpable as the Indiana Fever kicked off their 2024 training camp at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The familiar sounds of sneakers on the court, swishing nets, and teammates communicating filled Salesforce court as the Fever returned for their first day of on-court action. Most of the team was there, including stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, ready for an intense two-day training camp. Head coach Christy Sides and her coaching staff wasted no time putting the players through their paces, evaluating their skills and chemistry. For Clark, this was her first official practice as a professional player, and she didn't disappoint. She showed the same talent and determination that earned her accolades in college, eager to make her mark in the WNBA. Despite challenges and whirlwind of recent months, Clark was grateful for the opportunity to be back on the court with her teammates. Say, I'm a pro by any means, but it's been no fun. I think it's like it definitely has a big city feel, but at the same time like it feels small and it's easy to get around. I mean, I'm staying mostly in downtown Indianapolis. I'm not driving everywhere yet. As the Fever geared up for their preseason games, Clark felt the pressure and excitement of playing at the professional level. She seemed ready to see what the team could achieve, confident in their abilities. Caitlin Clark is set to make her WNBA debut with the Fever in the third week of May, but she wants to remind everyone that she's human, not a magician. As the top pick in a highly anticipated WNBA draft class, the weight of expectations is heavy, but she's handling it well. She's urged people not to expect miracles right away, emphasizing the importance of giving her Elf Grace, as she transitions to the pros, Clark acknowledges that perfection isn't realistic and that there will be challenges. She's not aiming to score 40 points per game from the start. Instead, she plans to learn from her teammates, enjoy the journey, and stay true to herself. The excitement around Caitlin is so strong that even her workout sessions have become viral sensations. During her first Indiana Fever workout on Tuesday, a 15-second clip of her shooting around quickly gained traction online. As the #1 pick in the recent WNBA draft, Clark showed her skills by going a perfect 5-4 in the video. This impressive performance follows her remarkable college career, where she became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer with 3,951 points at Iowa Fever's training camp, has captivated fans more than ever. During a scrimmage, Caitlin impressed everyone, won by dribbling past a male player and nailing a three-pointer. Fan posted a video of the play online, dubbing it "Caitlin Clark broke his ankle due to how she faked out her opponent." Teammate Erica Wheeler cheered her on with a playful "bye-bye boy" as the guy tried to keep up and nearly twisted his ankle. Dick's Sporting Goods even chimed in on social media, praising Erica for her support. Erica, who has been playing in the WNBA for 9 years, has been a big fan of Clark's from day one. Despite being a star and the top pick by Fever from Iowa, Clark is still considered a rookie. Eric noted she's one of the best players in the world right now, but she's so humble. She's always asking for advice and trying to improve. Clark understands there's a big difference between college and professional basketball, but she's ready for the challenge. She's excited about the faster pace of WNBA, saying it suits her style. "The coaches here have been watching me for a while and have some great plays lined up." Clark said, "I feel like I'm in good shape since I just played in the NCAA championship game." She's been keeping busy with basketball and feels confident and ready to make her mark in the WNBA. As Caitlin's fame continues to rise, Indiana is also seeing a boost in new advertising partnerships. The Indiana Fever, influenced by Caitlin Clark's selection, recently signed a major ad deal with Indiana B pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly. This partnership introduces jersey ads to the WNBA, following a trend seen across various professional sports leagues. Starting the season, Lilly's logo will appear on the left shoulder of Fever jerseys, highlighting the growing collaboration between sports and business in the state. Pacers Sports and Entertainment CEO Rick Fuson expressed excitement about the partnership, emphasizing its potential to bring attention to important issues such as support for female athletes and community health initiatives in Indiana. He compared Indiana to Hollywood. "When we talked to her, I know the excitement has kind of followed you for a little while, but I'm curious you've been on that, and Indiana in particular. I'll agree with you, Dove, there. I guess don't know mean the excitement surrounding Caitlin Clark is unprecedented, and fans are eager to see her off the court just as much on it." Fans are gearing up to watch Caitlin Clark make her WNBA debut this Friday, with the Indiana Fever set to take on the Dallas Wings in a preseason game. Despite being an exhibition match, ticket prices have surged, even surpassing those for a crucial NBA playoff game in Clark's new hometown. As of Wednesday afternoon, the cheapest ticket for Fever vs. Wings game was a whopping $595 on TickPick, located in Section 209 Row MM at the College Park Center in Arlington, Texas. Including all fees, these prices are comparable to many regular season NBA tickets and notably higher than the entry price for Thursday night's Pacers-Bucks NBA playoff game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, which stood at $36 for the cheapest ticket on TickPick. The high ticket prices for the Fever Wings game can be attributed to the limited seating capacity city at the College Park Center, which can only accommodate around 7,000 spectators. This situation has prompted several WNBA teams to upgrade their arena arrangements in anticipation of matches against the Indiana Fever. Fever, in turn, hosted all their games that season at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, after previously playing at the smaller Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Other WNBA teams